Who is your favorite Geometry Dash content creator?
Geez, there's a lot of ones I like for different reasons, so
Yeah.
it's kind of it's kind of hard to say. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. Do I want just like a quick laugh? Do I want to like learn something about the game? Do I want to watch a colon video and like learn, or do I want to giggle at something like really stupid? And do I want to watch someone rage? Like that one guy. What was that? Was that one video? I always forget the name of it. Was the level called like Rampage, where the guy, it's like a kid and he's just screaming at the level. It was like an old like 9-year-old video. It's like the funniest thing. And it's like a video where when I'm feeling kind of down on myself and depressed, I just throw that on. I'm like, my life is going way better than what his was when he was playing that level, because he was just going nuts on it. God, I forget the name of it. But anyways,
I think it's Rupture.
Rupture, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, that video is like the funniest Geometry video of all time. It's so good. And the guy's name was like Ice something, right?
Oh, I forgot his name.
Rupture,
but yeah.
Rupture Rage. Oh, Water re-uploaded it. Because the guy had like gameplay by Cold. That's his name. Okay.
That's his name, yes.
Yeah, so cool. But it is like, that is when I'm feeling down on myself, I just go to that video. It's like the funniest thing. So I mean, is this guy my favorite content creator? No, but like maybe my most watched Geometry Dash video of all time, possibly. Because it's so funny. But man, that's a hard question, because like sometimes I'm just really in the mood for watching Aeon Air talk about an Extreme Demon. You know, like talking about his experience and how things worked, because he's just so skillful at the game. And he's not just skillful, he's also quite adept at like explaining the experience really well. So it's not everyone's cup of tea, but like he's just so knowledgeable. It's interesting watching him talk. Colin's very knowledgeable about just the game in general and like fun facts and stuff. So like watching him talk about his opinion of things is great. Even though I don't agree with some of his opinions, like he'd be like, I don't like this coin is there, but that's like part of the fun is like, oh, I don't agree with that, which is great, because we shouldn't all agree on everything. And then watching like Doggy's content is really interesting just because of how good he is. And like his last year when he did his like forget the Christmas, what was it
Doggy
called?
December.
He did like his Christmas,
I think.
Doggy December. Jeez. His Doggy December series was like very fascinating, getting like all those collabs in. So yeah, like I don't know, it's really hard to choose like who would be my favorite, because I also like Vortrox as well. Reason being is he reminds me a lot of myself when I was doing YouTube, like especially his second channel, Vortrox 2, where he just like uploads like him playing levels and stuff. So I really dig like watching him go through that. And you know, he played a lot of like old popular levels, which were levels that I have like made videos for ages ago. So he's going through like covering like the bases of all like the old popular levels. It's fun seeing him like reliving those levels through him. King Samalot obviously makes very highly edited and very interesting Geometry Dash content. That's very like outside the box. I love seeing that. I also just love seeing like high level players play the game. So it's just impossible to pick a favorite, because I feel like when I pick a favorite, it's like it makes it so it diminishes how much I like someone else, even though I just like them for different reasons. So like, you know, I like a lot of different kinds of content, right? Even like something like Nexus, like they'll play a level. I'm like, I haven't heard about that level, and that level looks really cool. So thanks for showcasing it, you know, like I like that too. So I know showcasers have a bit of drama going on all the time. You'll see stuff on Twitter like, how Nexus is named like 20 videos. How? You know, and we're like, okay, well, I get there's like some drama behind like showcase and stuff, but I still appreciate what they do, because I like seeing those beautiful levels and getting ideas of levels maybe I want to cover myself or play someday, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like and channels like yours that are very interesting these days that take people from the community, and you actually get to meet people that all they really are like voiceless people, where the most you ever hear from them is just them typing on Twitter, right? And then, but you put like a voice and get all their opinions and everything, and that's very fascinating as well. So I think the beauty of this community, as there with a lot of other communities though, but the beauty of the GD community is, number one, is there's lots of ways to be successful in the community.
100%.
Just there's so many different ways. Like Woolsey being like the content creator, right? Was so cool. It's a shame that he can't do it.
Yeah.
And he's gone now. But like, you know, there's so many interesting ways to make it in Geometry Dash. and they're all equally needed in the
Yeah.
community to make it like a big cohesive community that has many different facets. So I think it's been awesome myself being in the community for so long, being like on the content creation side for a very long time now, and seeing it have evolved over time. There was a video I watched. By the way, I speaking of like videos like Cole and stuff, like there's a lot of like video essay channels that make like one video a year. And
Oh
I
yeah.
big shout outs to them. They make banger videos. And there was one I watched recently by it was I'm gonna look it up right now. It was the Geometry Dash periods. It was about like the different periods of Geometry Dash content creation, and it was so fascinating seeing like who was big at the time, who were the rise of geez, why am I so bad with names? I can't remember the name. It was the group that like Aeon, Juniper, Nepesta Technical made at the time, like in 2020. It was like this content creation group. There was like a
Gang.
Discord channel. What was it called?
I think the gang.
The Gang, or no, was it
I
Gang?
think
Maybe
I
it was
think-
something like that.
I think
But, yeah, it was-
creation wise it was different, but I do know that for the gang it was Nepesta, Technical, Gizbro, and Golden.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Golden was in there too.
Yeah.
So anyways, it was like that was super interesting, like watching a video about like all the different periods of like who was popular at these times. So I was talking about like the 2010s. These were the popular YouTubers
Yeah.
that were pushing content creation. And like back in the day, I was mentioned, and then I was mentioned again later, like in a different period, because I've just been doing it for so long. And so like it was so interesting seeing like who the top players were at the time, who the top content creators were that were pushing the boundaries, who's just been around for like the whole entire thing. But I think it's evolved into a really good place where it's harder to be. I wouldn't say it's hard to be successful because there's a lot more information on how to be successful, but there's a little more effort required than it used to be, for sure.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting how it's sort of changed. And I've liked it, and I've tried to evolve with the times. Obviously, I still have like, if I evolve too much, I'd be something that I never was. So I haven't like pushed the boundary an insane amount. I've tried to remain true to like my content, but just sort of with a new flair to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I used to do races, but I used to edit the races, and it was just a face cam of both of us and then the race, like, which was fine. I'd put like a cool background and it was good. It worked well. It was okay. But now, like I have my editor that does like cool edits, which he's saved my cheeks in so many ways and saved me so much time. So he like edits like cool edits and everything with these big collabs that I do, like with Vortrox and stuff, like very well edited videos. So yeah, the threshold for like quality is definitely a lot higher, but like it's there's definitely more of a roadmap of how to get there
Yeah.
than there used to be.
Yeah, I gotta give it to you. That answer for that question, really brilliant. Like, I don't think, not like, looking back, I can agree that usually there's no really specific thing I personally am in the mood for when it comes to GD. I just kind of like start watching things, and if I like it, then I like it. And you're right. Geometry Dash and GD content is like, there's cohesion and input from everybody in the community to make it as perfect as it can be. And
Absolutely.
It's very nice.
Yeah, because people interact with everyone, and that like
Yeah.
people are watching Nexus showcases. People are dipping their toes. Like you go to like whenever someone beats a new hardest, you'll just see comments from like people from like every different parts of the community,
Yeah.
like congratulating you, and it's interesting, right? And that's always been the case, which is
Yeah.
cool. It's just now there's just so many more parts of the community. Because like I remember when I beat Theory of Everything 2 version 2, which was like my hardest in 2015. It was a very hard level, and I put like 9,000 attempts into it. And there were 3 people that like were really supporting me at the time that were big in the community, and that was Riot. The
Ooh.
Riot gave like a big Creepy Dash, which was he was like the original like showcase before Nexus and beat hard levels. Creepy Dash, and Havoc, who's now named
Yeah.
Siomancer. He was an old creator.
Yeah.
And so like those guys like gave me like massive support on like my journey to beat it. And it was really cool, you know, seeing them support me like through the Neptune V2 levels and up to when I beat that. And then that like shortly after I beat that, like Riot beat Bloodbath, which was so cool to see. But like people have always supported each other in the community. So it's good, man. I mean, a lot of people talk like there's negative things in the community, and there's negative things in every community
Yeah.
because people are people. But like Geometry is, I think as a community we're pretty good. I think
Honestly,
it's pretty damn good.
yeah, there I said this to Trick. It's very like as like content creators, like I know a lot of people usually historically naturally as a like I used to be a viewer, like putting people like, are you on this side or that side of like this person? But at the end of the day,
Mm.
every content creator I feel like can say this: there's probably not even like enough people to count on both hands in the community that we don't like I feel like we all love each other, like we all have good
Yeah,
input.
for sure. And I agree. I think we're all mostly pretty supportive of each other.
Yeah.
Obviously, Geometry's Twitter can be a bit chaotic sometimes. Sometimes I like, I just throw up Twitter mostly for things that are not Geometry related. But as a Geometry content creator, it gets thrown at me anyways because of the
Yeah.
algorithm. And then I'm like, holy, okay, bro. Like you need to chill out a little bit. Like I see where you're coming from, but you can definitely come at that issue,
Yeah.
a little more. I don't know, a little more
Mature.
mannered,
Yeah.
mature. Yeah, you don't need to just go ballistic, right? And say like, well, this person deserves like the ultimate canceling. It's like there are some things that definitely deserve it. Don't get me wrong, but there's some people that it's like, oh, this person put like this in a level, and that they shouldn't be allowed to make levels. It's like, what? Who are you to decide like that? Like,
Right.
you like what? Like that's not even an offensive thing. It was just like they put something you didn't like, or there's some gameplay style that you don't like. It's like, but other people I'm sure would like that. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
shouldn't make levels. Like, what a stupid thing to say, right?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate how a lot of people in this community can let opinions on things that aren't even like related to the person that maybe
Mhm.
did something that's very just not even like problematic at all, and it just
Mhm.
turns into like a hate train.
Yeah, that's right. Like there was that one level, it was called the buff this or whatever, and it's mostly just
Oh,
straight
yeah.
play. And it got rated like people were like, this person's the worst creator ever. And I was like, dude, it's first off, they didn't rate the level. They just like probably made something they wanted to like, shared it, and like some mod sent it, and Rob Top was like, neat, good enough, and rated it. Like, don't crap all over that person for that. They just
Yeah.
made something they enjoyed, right?
Yeah, it was made by Boy of the Cones, and I will say
Hmm.
he was not giving himself, like he was not being like he could have gotten out of it like way better, but there was like a lot of drama with him before that level was even
Oh, I
uploaded.
see.
So
I honestly, I don't know a lot of the drama sphere, so maybe there's more to the story. Yeah.
but I from what I know, at most like the stuff with Boy of the Cones was tame in comparison to a lot of drama. So I don't
yeah.
know. It was just a mess, but it's same with
For
like
sure.
Coeretta, like that all that with Coeretta and stuff. Like
Hmm.
it's just unfortunate that it had to happen. Good that we got past it, but I think
For sure.
one thing I will say in fan bases, everyone should listen to their own opinions and not to the opinions to the person that they look up to.
Yeah, hey, absolutely. That is a great way to live. All right. You form your own opinion of it, put on your own little thinking cap, because if you start judging people based on what other people are telling you, then you're basically going through life blind, right?
Yeah.
And you're not even yourself. You're just a copy of like that other person, right? So yeah, it's a lot of people do that these days, I think. But I also think that's just a problem of content creation in general these days.
Yeah.
Is there's a lot of short form content that lacks nuance, that really tries to twist people into a certain way of thinking. And so a lot of people are like, yeah, because if I follow what that person says, that's a very easy way for me to feel good about my own, like, sort of, I don't want to say bad opinion, but like if I hate this person, I'm allowed to and I can feel good about it because this other person said it's okay to do that. So now
Yeah.
let's just hate that guy. And so that happens a lot. But I feel like a while ago, years ago, when it was all long form content, there was a bit more nuance where these things would be talked out a little
Yeah.
more at length. But now short form content is just like, yeah, this person did this thing wrong and it's bad to follow them. Okay, let's hate that guy. You know, it's like, holy shoot, you know, Twitter, short form Twitter, shorts, TikToks, whatever, you know, it's people are just, they're getting so many opinions thrown at them to make them
Yeah.
feel good, get that dopamine hit that it's, I think I don't, I like shorts because I like making, I like making people laugh and I like making dumb shorts that I think are funny. And I think that's good, right? Shorts can be good.
Yes.
But I also think shorts can be really good. Like you upload like the informative shorts, which I think is just like high level. That's like great. Where I've done a couple of those and I was like, oh man, that was so cool. Like I found like in one of my series, I found like this really interesting bug and I was like, oh, I'm going to share how it works in a YouTube short. And it was one of my best performing YouTube shorts, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love that stuff. It's great. So YouTube shorts can be used for good. But man, there are some people that just upload the worst YouTube shorts with downright just misinformation, right?
Yeah.
Like stuff that's just completely wrong. Like this person has a wrong opinion because, you know, my dad said this or something, you know. That's not like an actual example that I've seen, but it's just kind of an example that you'll see, especially when it comes to I guess this is not Geomtrash related, but like, you know, medical stuff or fitness stuff.
Yeah.
You'll see people giving like a lot of really bad misinformation or like just politics in general. But yeah, I don't know. People I don't know why negativity makes people feel better about themselves. I think part of the reason is it's God. I'm gonna sound like such a dick saying this, and I hate to say it, but a lot of the negativity I've gotten, obviously some of it, like Tom iPhone, my commentary was really awful. So Tom iPhone, I get it, man. You're in the clear. Whatever you're doing, bro. But like, some people will hate on my content, and some of the comments I'll get, I'm like, okay, I understand that. That's, you know, that makes sense. I get it. That was a bit obnoxious of me to do that. Fine.
Yeah.
Or my style's just not for you. But some people will just hate because what they want to do is they want to get a reaction out of you. I mean, it's called rage bait. There's a word for it. They try to rage bait you because they want to like pull you down to their level and they want to get you like in the mud with them for them to be like, yeah, look at, he's not better than us. He's one of us. And it's a place where it comes from envy, where a lot of people, when they feel envy, because envy is actually a really healthy emotion, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, like the way to use envy, like if you're jealous of someone, you go, man, look at that guy in a muscle shirt. I'm in a muscle shirt right now, but I'm getting a little fat. I just came back from a trip in Japan. I was eating all kinds of food. It was great. But man, anyways, guy is walking down the street in like a muscle shirt, looking great. Or maybe it's a top GD player, Zoink, someone, you know, people look at that guy and they go, well, the easiest way for me to feel good about myself is to talk about, oh, that guy's all roided up, or that guy's unnatural, or that guy's hacking, or whatever, you know? And it just makes them feel so good. But the way to use the emotion truly is to be like, that guy is jacked. And if I want to get jacked like that, like if I want to look like that, I'm jealous of that, then I'm going to sign up for the gym today.
Yes.
That's like how to use the emotion. That guy's really good at the game. That guy has like quite the following in Geometry Dash. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should work harder on my YouTube channel or make some newer ideas. Instead of just complaining and bringing others down, like you got to focus that sort of inwards, like use the emotion. But a lot of people don't want to sit with the emotion, because what you're supposed to do is when you feel bad emotions, you're supposed to like turn the phone off or put it away, put the YouTube down, sit with your bad emotion and say like, why do I feel this bad emotion? Like what is going on? Let's deal with this thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people like instantly, and I see this a lot with people my age. It's not just like the Gen Z. It's not just the younger generation. A lot of people my age, any bit of conflict they get into, you just see them like on TV, like in reality shows or whatever. I see this on Korean reality shows, is like they get into a fight with someone or whatever, and then they're just immediately on their phone, like scrolling social media or like their apps and stuff. Like, no, you had a negative experience. Sit with that and think about that negative experience and like deal with it, process it, and then like now you can go move on with your life because now you just bottled everything up and you just went for like that short dopamine surge, and that's not healthy. You're getting addicted to things that make you feel good, but they're going to make you feel less good the more you use them. And they're going to make you more envious and more hateful because you bottled it all up inside.
Yeah.
And so like, you know, you got to use that to improve your own life. Don't reach for the phone. Don't reach for the, don't reach for the booze. Don't reach for a cigarette, whatever is your thing, you know, like just sit with that negative emotion for like a bit, you know, because like everyone really, life isn't that complicated. But there's so many distractions and there's so many things. And it's funny me saying that as a content creator. Because I'm like, and by the way, like and subscribe to my latest video. you have time to waste your time on me, bro. You know, but like, you know, there's obviously you can consume content like in a healthy way, right? But like, people need to learn to use these negative emotions, like how they're meant to be used. So.
Yeah, the one thing I've always done, the second something bad pops in my mind, or the second I don't enjoy being in my mind, I like to open up a notepad on my computer and just start typing. Just talk to myself about this, how I'm feeling, and for other people, like you can grab a notebook or just a piece of paper even, or maybe like if you have something you can record your voice with, just like record like talking to your phone instead of like opening up other apps. Like I like to express my feelings about stuff in the fastest way possible. So I do like that's how I do it, is I type as freaking like 120 words per minute is like the most I've been able to do or something like that. And
it's crazy. BD skills.
And there's a lot of people that'll handle it in different ways. Like I said, you either write it down slowly, or I mean, talking to people as well also helps, and being calm about it. Just don't go on Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't start like doing the doom scrolling. Like don't do that. Or well, don't do the dopamine things.
Yeah.
Like just you gotta process these things, and it can take a while. And then look in the mirror and say, well, how do I apply this to myself, right? Because I would even advise like talking with friends about it. It can be good depending on who you're talking to, if they just sit and listen to you. But like some people are like, well, if I were you, I'd do this. And you're like, okay, I know I don't like. You need to process these things individually, and or people telling you like, hey, the way you're feeling right now, well, just go do this thing, and it's the thing that you would have done. Like maybe you deserve to like eat some cake to make yourself feel better. Oh yeah, great, of course. I give me the dopamine thing. I deserve it. Out of bad time. It's like, oh no, you got to do the hard things sometimes. So some people will offer you advice, but I think we were talking about like people telling you things to do, and just like blindly following that. I think a lot of the times, you got to have that honest conversation with yourself and just be like, well, what is best for me? Because I know what's best for me, and like not listening to people telling you what to do. So sometimes it depends, I guess, on who you're talking to. Because some people just sit and listen really well, and then they'll ask you like, I'll help. Do you want me to help you? Or do you want to like process it yourself? Which is a great way to listen, by the way. If you're listening to someone who's distressed, is to like fully hear them out and then offer maybe to help, instead of just being like, oh, I got you. Here's your solutions, boyo. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, like it's, dude, how did we get here? How do we get to this point?
These conversations, trust me, this is very normal. This happens in pretty much every single one.
Yeah.
So it's
that's cool.
It's lovely, these interviews, because I get to. It's nice how the world gets to see like certain sides of everybody and gets to like know more and not have to kind of like before the Space UK interview, everyone, oh, Space UK is a hacker. After, oh wait, Space UK, he regrets what he did. He wishes he didn't do it all. Like it's nice that these
Mhm.
interviews can put a larger perspective on people, if they've done bad, if they've done good, or if they're just going through stuff that maybe they don't put publicly. And it happens here. And another thing is, like, I'm a very emotional person, so
Mhm.
I will be very transparent about, I will just say 100% of anything that pops up. So that conversation about like emotional stuff, it always pops up in these interviews.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, and that's good. I like this sort of unfiltered, and I think you're pretty good at what you do because you really let people talk. You don't jump in with like things you really want to say. Like you let me finish, and then you'll
Yeah,
jump in. And so far, yeah, you're pretty damn good at this.
I appreciate that. I guess for me it's just, I love talking to people, and I also took sociology for 2 years, so it's also
Mm.
easy to kind of get a grasp of people, and
Mhm.
that really does help.